They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but I didn't just serve mine cold, I served it frozen solid. My name is Karen Sanders, and I'm 73 years old. For most of my life, I believed I understood what it meant to be family. I believed in loyalty, passed down like heirlooms, in unspoken bonds that held generations together. I was wrong. But I was right about one thing. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Before we go on, if this story touches something in you, even just a little, I hope you'll subscribe. Tomorrow, I'll share a part of this story I've never told anyone, because this isn't just about a Thanksgiving dinner gone wrong. It's about 30 years of giving, forgiving, and being slowly forgotten. It's about the moment you realize love has become an obligation, and how one cold November night made that heartbreak painfully clear. Some might say I went too far, others will think I didn't go far enough, but after you've heard it all, maybe you'll understand why I did what I did, and why I wish I hadn't. It began 3 days before Thanksgiving. I was in my kitchen, the same one where I'd prepared 47 Thanksgiving meals over the years. The morning light was soft through my old lace curtains, and for once, I felt something unexpected: excitement. I hadn't hosted in years. That role had passed to my daughter Claire. But this year, I wanted to contribute something special, something that made me feel like I still mattered. Then Claire called. "Hi, Mum. Just letting you know we're doing Thanksgiving at Giovanni's this year. Mark's booked the private room. The kids are obsessed with the breadsticks." No warmth. No, "How are you, Mum?" Just facts. That's how it's been with Claire lately. Efficient, distant, transactional. Still, I smiled and said, "Of course, darling." Strangely, I felt relieved. Giovanni's meant neutral ground. We wouldn't have to discuss the things they always hinted at: why I still lived alone, why I hadn't found a club, or why I insisted on driving myself. At Giovanni's, we could pretend, sit at a lovely table, drink wine, smile politely, and I could do what I always do: help quietly from the background. I rang the restaurant. "This is Karen Sanders. My daughter has a reservation under the name Mark Thompson. I'd like to settle the entire bill in advance." Roberto, the manager, remembered me. "Of course, Mrs. Sanders. Same platinum card?" "Yes," I said, "and add a nice bottle of red, and that dessert tray with the chocolates. The kids love that." I didn't tell Claire. I never do. Thanksgiving Day arrived. The dining room at Giovanni's glowed with golden light and polished oak. I wore my best coat, my late husband's scarf, and the pearl earrings Claire used to tug at as a child. They all arrived at once: Claire, Mark, the kids. Claire kissed my cheek. Dinner was fine. The children laughed, the food was perfect. Claire and Mark talked about their ski holiday. Not once did they ask about me. Still, I smiled. Quietly. When the dessert came out, the children squealed. "Nana, did you see this cake?" "Yes, darling, I saw it." And then it happened. As dinner ended, they stood, grabbed coats, and bundled the kids. Claire turned to me. "Thanks for coming, Mum. The kids are shattered. We're heading off quickly." And just like that, they left. No. "Do you need a ride?" No. "Are you okay?" Just a quick goodbye, and tail lights disappearing into the night. I stood there, alone, on the pavement, in the cold. I drove myself home. The engine hummed beneath a silence I can still hear. I didn't turn on the radio. I didn't cry. But I felt something inside me close. That night, I didn't sleep, and the next morning, I rang my solicitor. I'd planned to leave everything to Claire and her family: the house, the savings, the accounts. But that night made one thing clear. They didn't see me anymore. Not as a mother, not even as a person. I was a wallet with a smile. So, I rewrote my will. Everything, my estate, investments, savings, would go to charities I believed in: women's shelters, youth programs, a scholarship fund for single mothers returning to university. And I made sure Claire and Mark knew. I didn't do it to punish them. I did it to reclaim something they took for granted: me. Maybe one day they'll understand that love isn't proven through dessert trays or quiet compliance. It's proven through presence, attention, listening, kindness. And when you forget that, you don't just lose an inheritance, you risk losing something far more valuable. You risk losing your mother forever.